Briscoe Neves, of course, with Uncle Herm. We know who's going to the Super Bowl from the AFC. That is the Patriots for the first time since 2019. But we also now know, Herm, who's going from the NFC. Seattle Rams, NFC Championship, and it's Seattle who gets the win. What stood out to you in that game?
Sam Darnold. This was a big-time game for him, playing against Matthew Stafford. You think about his journey. We were discussing it earlier before we were on. Minnesota had a good year, and then all of a sudden they cast him away.
There were a couple times he was left for dead in his career.
Yes.
He was absolutely left for dead.
And it's a great story. It really is for Sam Darnold and Seattle Seahawks. It's just been amazing. And today he outplayed Matthew Stafford. There's no doubt. I mean, he was marvelous today, and they deserve to go. I mean, we talk about Seattle's defense a lot because they were very good, but Sam Darnold really has taken this team, especially offensively, and taken it to a different level.
How about this for Sam Darnold? And this is the third time they played the Rams this year, right? In the two previous matchups, he had 2 touchdowns and I believe 6 turnovers comparatively. This one, 3 touchdowns, no turnovers, and a season high in passing yards. What was it about the Rams defense he saw this time that he was able to exploit?
Well, he exploited that secondary, and that's been the Achilles heel in the last month for the Rams when you watch them play. It's been hard to watch at times because this secondary is they give up yards.
They do a lot of chasing.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of grabbing and holding, and it puts a lot of stress on the Rams offense, but giving credit to Sam Darnold and the way they played, they deserve to win today.
I love the fact that there are a couple of incredible comeback stories that we get in the Super Bowl. It's not just Sam Darnold, but if you look at the turnaround from the Patriots last season to what they have done this season under Mike Vrabel, that's a completely different topic for maybe a different segment. For now,
we got 2 weeks to talk about that, right?
Let's get to Jeff Darlington because he is on the ground in Seattle and he's standing by with Ernest Jones.
Ernest, you just got the hat, and clearly that means a lot to you. Tell me exactly what it means to have that hat in your hands right now.
And it means everything. Me and these boys, man, we work for this moment. Let's go. We work for this moment. Man, I'm lost for words. Like, we put in so much work, and to be here, man, they deserve it, man.
Listen, I know that I want to get to the defense, but I think back to week 11 with you and the support that you showed for your quarterback. He comes out here against this same team and absolutely balls. What is that like?
I won't say the words again, but I told you back then, man, I knew Sam was going to come out here and ball. What do you have, 300 passing yards? Like, come on, get off my quarterbacks.
Such a collective team effort, though. That stop that you guys had down here on 4th down, take me through it and how we're able to do it.
And I'm telling the guys, man, we're here. Everything we work for is on in this moment. Let's go out here, let's clamp up, and let's get a stop.
You are going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah! Thank
how
you,
does
Lord.
that feel?
That feels amazing. Thank you, Lord.
Congratulations. See you there.
Thank you. See y'all.
It's got to be an incredible moment to
right?
but it's funny because we talked to Christian Gonzalez earlier and he was like, I don't think it's sunk in yet. I haven't fully processed it.
Chill.
To have somebody experience that in the moment is very cool. By the way, NFL Primetime is coming up in just a few minutes. Booger and Boomer will join you for that. To look at the 2 defenses that we're going to see in the Super Bowl now, the Patriots defense and the Seattle's defense, what makes them individually great?
They're well coordinated, but it starts with the front. With both, and sometimes New England doesn't get enough credit for their defense. We talk about the Patriots, but really they were a good defense.
Yeah, they felt some type of way too. They thought other people would get more shine than them.
That's exactly right, and they were only giving up 19 points a game. They got a good front, do a lot of things to disrupt the quarterback. They got a nice secondary, the New England Patriots. Seattle, obviously, we know all about those guys. I mean, they have a history of playing defense in Seattle. I mean, these guys they're not the Legion of Boom. They call themselves, I think, the Dark Side or something like that. They wanted another fancy name, right? But you expect that in Seattle. You know, why? You have a great facility to play in defensively. It's very loud in there. That helps you. They got a big front that can knock people off the ball. So they're a very physical football team.
You know, one of the things that we heard Sean Payton talking about in that game, he's like, there are going to be moments that I regret. There are going to be, sort of decisions that I second guess. When you are Sean McVay, what moments in this game is he going to look back on and be like, you know what, I could have done that differently?
Well, I think, he thought about maybe trying to run the ball a little bit more and maybe gave up on it too soon. Running's hard.
Running is hard.
Well, because you have to be patient because what happens, you might run in there and make a yard. Then you go, ugh, right? And all of a sudden you get frustrated. But the running, it really sets up your whole offense when you run the football. You have to just stay at it because eventually you make 3 yards. Then eventually you make 10 yards. There was so much pressure on Matthew Stafford. It was all about Stafford. I understand why. He was an MVP candidate, through what, 40-plus touchdown passes this year. But eventually, you have to give your defense a break at times and just run the ball. Just wear that defense down by running the football. And I think when he looks back at it, he's going to say, I wish I'd have called a couple more runs.
You take a look at this matchup we're going to have now in the Super Bowl. By the way, the last time Seattle and the Patriots were in the same Super Bowl, that was the Malcolm Butler game, by the way.
Oh, boy, here we go.
But this, you have – they're not new teams, obviously, and they've obviously had success in the postseason, but they've got coaches who've been there for a very short period of time, and all of a sudden, bam, they're in the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Talk about the 2 jobs these respective coaches have done to get their teams to this point.
Well, they're both MVP candidates, and when you think about it. I mean,
The coaches are.
No, there's no doubt. I mean, when you think about the year Seattle had, and no one anticipated this from the New England Patriots now.
No, 100%.
Right?
100%.
I mean, this is almost like the Chicago Bears story.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not sure I anticipated this from Seattle, though.
No.
I mean, they got the number 1 seed in the NFC. No one's going to give them that either.
No.
Correct. And think about Seattle. They played in maybe the best division in football. They played in the NFC West. I mean, 3 teams go to the playoffs there. San Francisco, Seattle, obviously the Rams. So they were well suited because of what they had to go through in their division to get through the playoffs. And they had to beat a team in their division to get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you're right. All right, still to come here on SportsCenter. We got more to come. Top of the hour, though, again, Chris Berman.
The timing of the guys you bring off the practice squad. Taylor coming in and blocking that kick. Did you even know that kick was blocked by him?
I did not. Lenny T, revenge game. Week 5. We just keep making, this will be next week, or 2 weeks, it'll be revenge game week 6. So Clint McMillan does a great job of getting those guys ready to go. And, each and every one of them has made plays to help us win, and, they'll have to continue to do that.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Soph.
But I wanted to ask just about this team. You've had a close team from the start. What was it like when the clock is 0 and, you knew that you were going to the Super Bowl with this group of guys that you put together?
It just, it's a group effort. It just wasn't me. And again, I stand up in front of you guys, and I am thankful of the people that are around us in that building and our program. And you have to come together, and you have to do what's best for the team, and from a personnel standpoint, from a coaching standpoint, and from the players. And you get everybody to believe in something and buy in. And again, that doesn't come without adversity. You have to have adversity. But I do this for the players. I've been in their position. I've been there. And it's amazing. And I want other people to feel that feeling. And it's for our families who make a lot of sacrifices, and the excitement and the joy that they have. Trust me, I'm fine. Like I'll be okay. I do this for the players to be able to experience this with their families, and our coaches to be able to experience it with their families.
How bad like this might get as the second half went along? How bad did it get? And at what point did you realize it was going to be that kind of game? And what if anything?
Well, I would say halfway through the third quarter. I think when we got that field goal, and again, wished it would have been able to be a touchdown, but it wasn't. And then, it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And our defense was playing really good, and we were able to do just enough offensively to give them a break. And even kicking the football and the operation, and that stuff is things that you can't really replicate back home.
To tell your players the elements being as bad as they were, do they understand that, or is there something specific you had to say to them during the game to make sure they kept that focus?
Well, I think that we're continuing to talk to them about the cleats and the ball security, and you saw Ramondre slip, and it's just a reminder that, one play could make the difference. And then he came back and ran really well, and, about just taking care of the football and, calling a game that doesn't put the ball in harm's way. And, we forced them. And again, defensively, we adjusted. They threw some things out there. We were all over it. And, you saw when they had to throw the football that it wasn't that easy.
Mike, your view of 2 critical plays, the 4th and 1 play when they were up 7-0, and also the Christian Ellis backwards pass. It seemed like you guys were all over both plays.
Yeah, and Ellis continues to make plays. We talk about it just takes one play. And whether that's Marcus Jones last week, Christian Ellis, which it would have been a touchdown. You know what I mean? They blew it way too late, blew the whistle, and I guess the call. But for print purposes, just put the whistle in there. See what I did there? And then, the fourth just being,